Hey everybody, Greg here, and I am on the Burlington Street Bridge in Iowa City. This is another video in the series of videos about bike trails in the area, and today is August 15th, 2017. I'm going to give you a visual just to give you context of where we're at. There's looking north along the river. There's a view looking south. So in this video we're going to head west toward the west side of Iowa City, and there's a footbridge here with a spiraling ramp that lets you go up and over Riverside Drive. So that's what we're going to do. Part of what makes this a nice trail option is that you get a good view of the river looking north there from this footbridge, and it also keeps you out of the heavy traffic down below. Just to point out, there's a stairway going up in that direction to one of the student dorms, and then over here to the left is the University of Iowa Law College, and you can see there's a footbridge heading over in that direction. And coming up here on the right, you'll see the Peterson, the new Peterson Residence Hall, which also has quite a few amenities. Nice study areas, dining areas, etc. And an interesting use of, glass and different colors of brick. A nice artistic design of the architecture here. Now, instead of merging into traffic there, we're going to stay on the sidewalk. And make sure you look to the left here. There's a roundabout. It's often pretty busy there. And if we use the crosswalk, it's a better way to go.
Take care, Doug.
It's good to kind of hug the curb, but you want to be careful here for traffic coming out of the parking ramp. Sometimes they're not expecting a bicycle, so. And here, heading west, because we're now just to the, we're on the south side of the parking area for the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics. And so you'll begin to see foot traffic and car traffic. Because of that, you want to be careful for people in wheelchairs or otherwise understandably distracted by things they have going on if they're here at the hospital. So should be a little extra cautious. And if you're sensitive to smoke, you'll notice here it's a no tobacco area, but there's quite a bit of smoking that goes on along this sidewalk area here. Presumably that's the boundary where people can smoke as long as they're, within an inch or two south of that sign. Apparently that smoking prohibition doesn't apply. So anyway, if you're sensitive to smoking, you may want to go into the street or maybe on the sidewalk on the other side. And this is a turn to be careful at. So you can essentially have the green light, and sometimes even if you have the walk light, cars will still be turning right there, back at that intersection. So just be careful and keep an eye out for turning traffic. But you can see here the sidewalk is much more spacious and pleasurable than trying to mix it up with the cars there. There have been occasions in the past where there's a light at this intersection here. This is the entrance exit to a huge parking area. It's used by a lot of university hospital and campus, staff. And so there are often a lot of cars coming and going from there. Particularly at this time of day. We're heading into, it's a little after 4, so here we're riding over a railroad track and entering into University Heights, which is its own incorporated municipality. So we're in Iowa City, but this is a separate city within a city. Point of interest on the right here is a really popular local neighborhood restaurant. It's called Stella. And you see the sign spelled out. Crossing Coser and Gulfview. We're still on Melrose Avenue heading west, basically. Probably it doesn't come through very clearly here on the video, but this is a bit of an incline. This is Melrose Avenue heading up to Sunset Street. The yellow buses, like the one that just went by, those are University of Iowa campus buses. And because the campus extends from the downtown area, there's a city bus. And here on the right is One University Place, home of Maggie's Farm wood-fired pizza. Delicious. I can testify to that. It's quite good. You'll see Maggie's here on the right. On your right. So, as I was starting to say regarding the University of Iowa campus bus, those come out this way because in addition to servicing the campus specifically, there are, quite a few students living out here on the west side of town, and further west, the campus continues with the sports complex, the Aspire housing complex, which is a very nice, large housing community. Here on the right is the University Club. And on Tuesdays, which is today, August 15th, 2017, on Tuesdays the University Heights has the farmers market, so you can see that going on here, and that's definitely a good motivation to get out on the bike and stop out. Check out a lot of that fresh food and other goods. So at this point, this is as far west as I'm going to go in this video. We're at the entrance to the Finkbine golf course. There is a trail entrance here, so I have other videos that show you your options from this location, but basically we could go down this trail and follow it around. We'd end up in Coralville. It's a really beautiful trail system going that way. You can also just, head west along the sidewalk here on Melrose Avenue and continue west. And then any of these streets along here will also, take you south, but there can be quite a bit of traffic and congestion and some, unnecessary hills. So if you did want to go south from here, I'd say go back to Sunset and turn right and head south that way. But anyway, that kind of orients you to where we're at and how we got here. Sorry for the background noise. This is kind of a noisy street. But basically from that intersection of Burlington and Riverside Drive, this is really one of the best routes to get this far west without getting into a lot of traffic or unpleasant sidewalks or whatever. So hey, thanks for watching. Any comments, questions, suggestions, I'm always happy to hear them. And have a great day.